what the Lord has done for me. Boom, boom, boom. Me, I'm taking away my sorrow and I'm free. Dun, 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 boom. Guys, which day was it we were celebrating 100 hours of watch time? Which day? I think it was just a few weeks ago. Just a few weeks ago. I'll look for the video and put the link somewhere on my screen. But it was, I'm sure it was just like, it's less than 2 months ago that we were celebrating 100 hours of watch time. But guess how many hours Instagram sent me, like a mail? Was it a mail? Or I saw it on my platform on the YouTube studio. Like they were congratulating me for guess how many hours they said we have gotten to now on Christy's Pause. Just guess it. We have gotten to 500 hours of watch time. Can you beat us? And yeah, this one is not a small win. 100 hours was not even a small win, and 500 it's not even 500 hours at the moment I'm shooting this video. It's over 500 hours, like getting close to 600 hours of watch time. I don't take that for granted in any way. 600 hours. Hours is hours, they say. Thank you guys. If you have watched my video at any point, you have done it, like giving me a feedback, you have interacted with any of my videos, anyone at all, thank you very much. Thank you. You are the reason I'm encouraged to carry out my tripod, like every time I say I want to shoot YouTube video. In case you are not hearing any sound, like you are not hearing any child saying, "Mommy, dragging me life," is because I've given them something. Go and watch something. Mommy wants to shoot YouTube video, and they know when mommy wants to shoot YouTube video, we have to excuse her, we have to give her time. But the reason I'm encouraged to do that every single time is because I have people that are watching the videos. If there's nobody watching, then what is the essence? So thank you for watching my video. I appreciate that so much. And yeah, I decided to switch up my hair. What do you guys think? Do you guys know I was selling hair before I left Nigeria? Now, apart from working in the bank, I was also selling hair. And my remaining stock, I decided to come with it to Canada because what will I do with it? I cannot dash it out. I cannot dash it out. So my remaining stock, I am wearing it by myself. What do you guys think about this fringe? I think I'm loving fringe, but too much about, don't let us waste time on all these things, you know. And yeah, today it's I finally decided to start shooting the PMP videos. The reason it took this long to start shooting these videos is because before now I thought it was just something I can do one video, like just one video for provincial nomination pathway, and I'll be done with it. But I decided to look further. We came through Saskatchewan nominee program. I decided to look at just a bit at other provinces, and I discovered that there are some slight differences in provinces and their requirements for nominating people, their nomination process. So I might not be doing all. By the end of this video, we'll know whether we'll continue with other provinces or not. But let's just start with this one first. So that's the reason we are doing this video today. So welcome guys to the channel. Let's get to this. Welcome back guys, my name is Christy and this is Christy's Pause. On this channel what we do is to motivate ourselves, spur ourselves to live our best lives in God, and I also share with you our lifestyle in Saskatchewan, Canada. And like in this video, I also share with you how you can also relocate to Canada if you want to, because I lived in Nigeria for 33 years. I was almost 34 when I left Nigeria, so I lived in Nigeria for over 33 years of my life, and I've been here for just say a month or two, and I know that there's a difference. There's a difference in the two worlds. There's a difference. So if there's any way I can help others that might also want to feel this difference, that might also want to experience this difference, I'm eager to do that. And that's one of the reasons I do these videos, just to clarify. And I've gotten a lot of questions actually on things to do and all that. So those are the basic reasons for this kind of videos. And in case you are seeing my face for the first time, plenty talk. I have done plenty talk, and we have not even started the video. In case you are seeing this beautiful face for the first time, my name is Christy, and I would like you to join us. This is the sport family. We are motivated people. Really, like I've been saying in my videos from the first video of this year, I can assure you that all the videos in this year, there is none of them you want to miss. So you want to turn on that notification bell. In case you are even subscribed and you did not turn on notification, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. And thank you for clicking on that. I'm sure you have clicked it. Thank you for clicking on the subscribe button. You're welcome to the Sport family. Welcome. Saskatchewan. My husband was trying to correct me on how to pronounce this thing. Yes, was it yesterday? Yesterday. And it's like, I've still not gotten it. So in case I'm not pronouncing it correctly, please go and check Google to get the correct pronunciation of this. But I should learn it. It's the province that gave me the opportunity to come to Canada. So we'll be starting this series with Saskatchewan. We'll be starting this series with Saskatchewan Province and how to come to, their provincial nomination pathway and how to, the things you need to come here. Because basically it was the pathway we used, and I've shared with you how our own process went, but there's like a laid down pathway of how the whole process should go. And like I think I've said that in any of my videos, relocation process is different for different people. Now, I was talking with someone recently, and the person said there was someone that submitted the application before us and they are still waiting for PPR. And of course, there were also some other people that submitted after us and they got here before us. So immigration relocation process is different for different applications. I hope I don't make this video too long because I don't want to bore you. As much as I know you like to see my beautiful face, I don't want to bore you with so long video. Okay, so I'll just talk about a provincial nomination briefly before I go into, the first province I'll be talking about. So provincial nomination, basically, okay, so to relocate to Canada, there are two ways. There is the express entry and there's also the provincial nomination. Express entry, like I think I've said it like, I don't know, countless times. Express entry favors people that are younger, people that are able to max out their IELTS. People that are able to max out their IELTS, like are able to get 9/9 in all your... No, you don't have to get 9/9, but you're able to get the maximum score in your IELTS. And also for people that have, more education than just BSc. So if you have those three things like in your favor, like if you're like 25 years and below, if you have masters, if you have if you're able to max out your IELTS, you're able to study, get the highest and get like an high score in IELTS, then it's just better to just go for express entry. And if there are opportunities to boost any of these factors, except for age, of course, there's nothing you can do to age. If you're able to get more education, or if you're able to study more for your IELTS, and if you are still young, I think that's where we'll start from. If you are still young, you're able to then you have opportunity to get more education and also max out your IELTS. I think it's just best to go for express entry because it's faster. And so provincial nomination is, like the name implies, province will nominate you. So it is, and our states in Canada are called provinces. So a province can nominate you to say this person has qualities we want in our province, and so we are nominating this person to come and stay like in our province. And one of the questions I know this series might bring about is if you need to stay in the province for a number of years before you can move to other provinces. Yes, you need to stay in that, though it's like an unwritten agreement. They won't tell you how long you're expected to stay in that province, but we've seen cases of people that did not stay in the province that nominated them. They did not have issue. In fact, they lived years in Canada until the moment they wanted to apply for their citizenship. And that's when, I don't know how that is done, but at that point when they want to apply for their citizenship, one of the things that will be considered is if you came through provincial nomination, did you stay in the province that nominated you, and how long did you stay? If you did not stay for long, what happened? You need to have proof for why you left. If it was like you couldn't get a job early enough, you need to show that you applied to jobs. You need to have proof that you went for interviews. You need to have proof that you made an effort before you left that province. I think that the reason you got nomination in the first place is even because you claim to have experience in a job that is required in that province. You should get a job, so you need to show that you made efforts, even if you have to leave that province. But things work out. People have had to go to other provinces if for whatever reason they didn't get a job early enough. They had to go to school to further their education in another province and all that. You need to have, you know, what's it called? You need to have proof to show all these things. So let's go to Saskatchewan pathway. You are expected to send them an application, like an expression of interest. There are some other provinces that you can't send them a request that you want to come to their province. But for Saskatchewan, you can send them, you can create an express of interest profile. A profile that says that, okay, so I want to come to your province. You are asked to fill up, you know, a series of, there are some questions you are asked. And at the end of answering those questions, there's a score that is assigned to, you know, as a result of, there's a score for each question, and after answering those questions, there's a score at the end. So you're expected to have at least a 60 out of all the questions. All the questions totals 110 points. So at least you should have 60 points for you to be able to, you know, be eligible to create an expression of interest profile. So once you have that 60 points, okay, so you know that you have a profile with SIMP, and they also do draws, and sometimes they draw as low as 65. So you don't want to be that it is that 60 go that your profile are like able to get in your profile. So there are two things, major things that are considered in that expression of interest profile. And the first factor, you know, captures your labor market success. You know, like how easy will it be for you to get a job once you are nominated and all that. So that's what is captured in the first part, and that includes your education assessment. It includes your work experience. Your work experience should be at least a year, and it should be in their NOC. There are two pathways for Saskatchewan. There's the express entry, even under Saskatchewan. I'll get to that shortly. And there's also the paper-based. Saskatchewan calls it OID, but you know, we call it paper-based. So it's either the express entry or the paper-based. So for express entry, you need at least a CLB 7. For paper-based, you need at least a CLB 4. So the total points you can get under this first factor of labor market success is 80 points. You need at least a 60 or say a 65. But this first part has 80 points. Like you are able to get 80 points depending on what it is you have and what it is you have imputed in that part. So that first part, if you have enough points, it's even enough to get you an invitation to apply from Saskatchewan. So the other part of that expression of interest profile considers your connection to Saskatchewan, and that second part considers if you have a family in Saskatchewan and if you have a job offer in Saskatchewan. So this second part takes 30 points. So by the time you had whatever it is you impute at the end of, you know, answering the questions, it gives you a score at the end, and that gives you an idea whether you can go ahead with creating your expression of interest profile or not. And after then, Saskatchewan checks your profile and say if they are okay with what they see. They send you an IT, that's invitation to apply. You get a mail saying you have been invited to apply and all that, and they will give you a list of the documents you need to submit along with your, you know, just to respond to that invitation to apply. So at this point, I'll talk about Saskatchewan, the express entry, and the, you know, I said there are two ways to come to Saskatchewan. So I'll talk about the express entry and the paper-based. So express entry pathway of coming to Saskatchewan, of being nominated by Saskatchewan, needs that you have an express entry profile, like the main express entry profile with IRCC. And that means you need to have at least a 6. You are able to create a profile when your IELTS score is at least a 6 in all your modules, your writing, reading, speaking, and listening. So if you have at least a 6 in all the modules, you can create a profile you can create an express entry profile. And so if after going through the process of creating an expression of interest profile, and you had an express entry profile, once you get an invitation to apply from Saskatchewan and they are okay with the documents you submit, they give you a nomination certificate. So that nomination certificate is what you now input on your profile on express entry. There will be a place you'll be asked, do you have a nomination from a province? So at that point, you tick yes, and you upload your nomination certificate. This nomination certificate gives you a 600 points on your express entry profile. From there, you get an invitation to apply to from IRCC. You'll be asked to submit documents to them, and from there, your application is now with IRCC. So your permanent residence application with IRCC will start from there. But on the other hand, if you have less than 6 in any of your module in IELTS, and you still sent an expression of interest profile to Saskatchewan, and they give you an ITA, and they go ahead to nominate you, you remember that you don't have an express entry profile on IRCC. So what happens here is you are expected to, so now I think it's been stopped. For us, what we did was we got our physical documents, all the documents we were asked to submit. We got the physical documents and courier did to IRCC. But now there's a way you can create a profile, so that makes things easier. You can create an online profile and submit your application. Even with this time of COVID, people don't want to collect documents from anyone again. So it's there's an online profile that is used now for that process. But what you are submitting on that online profile is your nomination certificate, your ECA, some other documents. You'll be asked, you'll be sent a list of all the things to submit. Stick with whatever checklist you have been sent. You'll be sent a checklist, so stick with the checklist and just go with whatever it is. So let me also mention here that there is no fee. You don't need to pay a fee to create an expression of interest profile for Saskatchewan. But at the point where you are submitting your application, so say you create an expression of interest profile and you get an invitation to apply from Saskatchewan. When you are submitting your application to them, you'll be asked to submit documents in order to for them to check and confirm that okay, they are able to nominate you. At that point, there's an application fee to pay, and the application fee is $350 Canadian. So that's the first time you're having to make a payment. And when you get nominated and you're also submitting your application to IRCC, there's also a fee to pay. The other thing I want to talk about when it comes to Saskatchewan Provincial Nominee Program is your settlement funds. So for Saskatchewan, they want your funds to be they want proof that you have the funds 3 months before you even submit an application to them. So one of the things you'll be asked to submit along with your documents after you get an ITA, an invitation to apply, is your settlement, your proof of funds documents, say your statement of account, reference letter from your bank, and all that. They want you to okay, so this funds is available 3 months before you apply. This proof of funds is different depending on the size of your family. So the larger you are in your family, the more funds you're expected to have as proof of funds. So I think I'll put the link of the funds that is required for each number of persons. I'll leave the link in the description box. I'll also leave the link to get more information about Saskatchewan Nominee Program. I'll also leave the link in the description box. So if in case you have any question and it's something I've not spoken about, you can leave those in the comment section too. And one other thing you'll be required to provide is a letter from your employer that states that you have the experience that you are claiming to have. Because basically the reason one of the major reason, it is the major reason, Abby. The major reason they are asking that they are going to nominate you is you have experience in an occupation they have need for in the province. So I'll also leave a link in the description of NOCs, NOCs as a date that Saskatchewan needs, and in case you have any there that you have experience in. The experience can be any time within the last 10 years. The only thing is you should be able to get a reference letter from the employer of that time that you actually had experience in that line of occupation. And this experience too has to be within NOC code 0A or B. You just need to check in front of your NOC to know which code it is for you to be able to know whether you are eligible to apply or not. So I'm not sure, but I think I've covered a bit of the things you need to have, how you can apply for Saskatchewan nominee program. In case there are questions you have that I did not cover in this video, it's long at the moment, and I think I want to stop here. So in case there are questions you have that I did not cover, you can just ask them in the comments, and I'll answer them as much as I can. I am not an immigration consultant. I'm just trying to, help as much people that want to, relocate to Canada, give them information, because I know during our own process too, one of the things that was very important was getting information in order to know what to do and opportunities that were available for us to explore. So in case you have questions that I did not cover, that I did not talk about in this video, I think you should just ask in the comment section, because this is just okay. So as a result of the research and our own process that I did, these were the things I was able to gather. And I think I have a feeling I didn't cover everything, but so in case you have questions, you can just ask in the comment section. So do you think I should continue talking about provinces, or I should just let it be? Do you want to hear about other provinces? Because I think this is taking a toll on me. It's not like something I can just the way I like to do my videos now. Freestyling things. This one I have to be meticulous. I have to be methodical. So guys, I think I'll just check for other provinces that you can apply to and still do videos about them. Well, what do you think? Should we still talk about other provinces? So thank you for watching my video, and thank you for watching to this point. In case you have not subscribed to the channel, please click on the subscribe button. It will really encourage me. It's just that thing that's written in red, just at this place, or is it here? It's somewhere under here. Click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos that will be coming up on this channel. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being here. In case you know anyone that will benefit from watching this video, please click on the share button, and please click on the like button, just to encourage me to know that I not come here and say nonsense. So click on the like button, give me your feedback in the comment section, ask your questions in the comment section. If there's any question you think you don't want to ask in the comment section, come to my DM on Instagram. I'll leave the handle somewhere on the screen. So till we see in the next video, have a beautiful life. Bye.